Hello everyone, my name is Justin. I want to thank you for coming back to this series here. We are doing the New York Islanders GM Mode series. Here we are at the trade deadline, 31, 25, and 8. So, we actually were doing really good until Nick Leddy got injured, and then we started pooping the bed. I discussed that maybe a right-handed top two defenseman could be something we acquire at the trade deadline. I did some pre-scouting. It's hard to make a trade at least half realistic for a top two defenseman. Okay, but we're going to try it out. So that's what we want, because we have LeJoy, or whatever the heck his name is, for a top two left-handed defenseman for next year. We discussed trading Nick Leddy in the deal, potentially. He's injured, so I don't know if that makes his trade value any worse or if a team would want him injured. But he's been a negative player. Plus minus has been negative every year for us. And there's just no need for Nick Leddy, really. So I want to go into the actual trade deadline here. So we have the phones. So I did some pre-scouting, and the team, Colorado. Now let me explain why I'm going to trade for this person before people say that would never happen, unrealistic, blah, 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 blah. So look at their cap space first off. They have $0.245 million. So the guy we are looking for here is Tyson Barrie. Is Zadorov right-handed? Maybe. No, he's left-handed. We wanted right-handed. He's right-handed. 28, so not too old. He adds veteran leadership to our defensive core here. This is the last year of his contract, and that was a big thing for me. You know, the only time big players get traded is the last year of their contract. Especially when the team doesn't think they're going to get a deal together. And a team with $0.2 million in cap space, sure, you can say a few contracts may expire and the cap might go up a little bit, but he's going to want north of $6-7 million. And they're not going to have that because they have to re-sign Grigorenko and Bodker, two of their top 6 forwards for this year. Not to mention some of their depth guys. So tell me, you could argue, well, maybe they'd rather sign Barrie. But why would they rather sign Barrie when they still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a decent top 6 right here? So why would they sign him, have an extra defenseman, and then let a good forward go away? When they could have still a good decor, but still keeping this top 6 together, which they need because they don't have much depth after that. Bunch of 81s. So it makes sense for them. I was hoping maybe they'd put them on the block, but they're not going to. I just don't see them having the cap space. So something we discussed is sending over Nick Leddy, but then you're saying, but maybe we're not going to, because you could argue I said that they'd have enough defensemen, and he has 5.5. So what we could do here, I'll go with Cal Foot. Once we get Tyson Barrie, and we are going to get Nick Leddy, we just might not do it in this deal. Then our defense is set for the future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all young guys pretty much. Mayfield's a little bit, 27. So we don't need Cal Foot. I think his name's Cal. Cal. So we're going to give him a prospect for Barrie, and I've seen Cal Foot turn out to be anywhere from 84 to 88 overall. Yeah, he's 21 and only 74, but he can grow easily. I want to give them the best first-round pick we have. That would be the Rangers. Quite honestly, we're going to have to give them 2 of them. And we'll give them Arizona. We're going to keep our first-round pick. Maybe we keep the Rangers. I don't know how the Rangers are doing, but we know we're going to hopefully be a playoff team. So we're going to give them Cal Foot for their future D. And then 2 firsts for Tyson Barrie. His contract's up. They might not be able to afford him. They have enough defensemen already. I really did not expect that to go through first try. But we have a new face to our defense. And now it's going to make us edit our lines. We don't need to edit our lines. For now, at least. So that's AHL. Okay. So now I want to get rid of Nick Leddy. He's injured, but there still should be a market for him. A team he could help out, Arizona. Boom. Their decor could use him. Actually, I'd like, and they're in the other. Also, Colorado did not trade to someone in their conference. They traded to us. And these guys, they don't have a first, so never mind. Boston in the same conference. Buffalo, same conference. Okay, Chicago, maybe. He started his career in Chicago. I don't know if he started it, but he played in Chicago. Plus, look at these two old gizzards. They're definitely going to be able to use him in the future and this year. Oh, and these guys are locked up long term. One of these guys is going to retire soon. Keith might retire this year. So, we can give him to Chicago. Take a first round. Okay, they don't. We got to get someone to return here, and get this Dahlstrom guy. We'll take their first, their second, and their second for next year for Nick Leddy. I think a change of scenery could do Nick Leddy well, and they didn't accept that. Fantastic. Okay, we'll just do their first, second, and third. You know what? I don't like taking teams' first 3 picks. So we'll take a third for next year. Hopefully. They did want Nick Leddy, didn't they? Yep, they want Leddy. Give us someone Dahlstrom. Boom. 2 big trades. We made a splash. We're looking to go far in the playoffs this year, but first we got to make it. So essentially, we traded Nick Leddy, 2 first-round picks and Cal Foote for another first-round pick, and Tyson Barrie. Hopefully Nick Leddy can turn his career around over there. He hasn't been doing so great for us, especially plus-minus wise. So now I'm going to edit the lines with Tyson Barrie, and I'll be back with you. Okay, everyone, I am back here with our updated lines. I put him top 2 on the power play. I put him on the PK. I put him on everything. So Tyson Barrie hopefully can help our team turn the season around. And let's start with a big win against Division. This controller might end up broken by the end of this episode, honestly. We have a team that should be doing really good, and quite honestly, we're not. And it's making me angry. I don't know what I did wrong with this team, man. I mean, sometimes it just turns out where you make a good team and they just don't do good. I mean, I have no clue. I was doing a GM mode I was doing my own GM mode, you know, not recording or anything, of Columbus, and I did a complete rebuild. I mean, I had a great team. I had 3 first-liners, another 90 overall forward on the second line, great decor, great goalie, and the team just sucked every year. They'd go 500 just about every year. And I just could not turn it around, and I don't know if that's happening with this team where every season is going to be a struggle to make the playoffs. I hope not. But we have to get wins, and we have to get them now, or else we're just no freaking goals. Good job, team. This is starting to get ridiculous, honestly. it's looking like we aren't going to make the playoffs, and that's just embarrassing. Freaking John Tavares is supposed to be our all-star captain here, and he has 24 goals. I hope we can just pull it off like we did last year, man. Late season comeback, but we might not. And quite honestly, I don't know. I don't know what the future of our offense holds because no one's really getting a point per game. We got 41 assists. Your top assist man should have at least 50 by the end of the season, which Panarin might, but it should be easily over 50 for a playoff team. Here, these are all from now on. It's gonna be all conference games, so we have to win. Ryan Strome, for crying out loud, has more assists than Panarin, more assists than Barzal. I mean, come on, team. Trying to keep my confidence up here, but these are the games we have to win. 2 conference games right here. Big win. And a loss. Fantastic. Here's a conference game we have to win. The only thing that might save us is our 9 overtime losses, but these are guys we're going to be competing for the wild card with. We have to beat them. One game left. We might not even get 40 wins, which is super embarrassing. Tavares isn't going to have a point per game, which is super embarrassing. I mean, let's see if we even have a chance here. Nope, we don't even have a chance. We didn't make the playoffs. Fantastic. I'm so mad. We still made our freaking owner happy, but not me happy. That's for dang sure. So the way I see it, guys, I don't know if there's a future cup in this team's thing or not. I'm thinking maybe we go all in next year. We don't make the playoffs or we don't go forward, and that could be the end of the series, honestly. I mean, not making the playoffs, that's just embarrassing. I feel like I failed as a GM. First off, goalies, Tremblay didn't step up like I was hoping. And all I'm saying is if we didn't step up next year, then we're screwed. Defensively, Tyson Barrie should have way more than 38 points. Now, that was a concern of mine, getting rid of our only offensive defenseman when we need offense, but look at 74 points for John Tavares. Are you serious? Panarin, 65. Are you serious? Strome had 60 for crying out. Skinner, 55. Barzal, where the heck was he at? He's supposed to be a first liner. Killorn did good. Lee actually did okay. It was our top guys who didn't step up. Our depth got the points that we expect from them. Maybe our fourth line, not as much. Our third line got the points we expect from them. Our second line got the points, but our first line just didn't do anything. That's why we are in the playoffs. That's why this series is in jeopardy. That's why this team's in jeopardy. I don't even know if Panarin should be on the team because I feel like your first line can't have two top-level snipers on it. I mean, maybe they can, but it doesn't seem like him and Tavares are playing well together. And his points, I mean, every year he's gotten worse. I mean, he's got next year's the last year. I mean, if he doesn't do anything, whatever, then he could be gone. So the way I see it, we're going all in next year. And if we don't have a good season, then guess I'll see you when NHL 17 comes out.